Hello everyone. So today we are going to texture our character. Before that we have to do lots of preparation for the model before we shift it to Substance Painter. Why we chose Substance Painter? Actually I wanted to use Uchu Paint, but I feel like Substance Painter is more practical, and also this one needs its own tutorial because there are lots of things you have to know about the add-on. So many things that are simple to be done, much simpler to be done in Substance Painter than in Uchu Paint. So I started, but then I thought this will be not useful for anyone, and most of the things that you do in Uchu Paint you can do without Uchu Paint, but for us we need to have an easy process, and I think Substance Painter is better for those who are not that much familiar or need help. I think Substance Painter is the best, and also most of the industry they use Substance Painter. Even if you are professional in Blender materials texturing, you will still have to go to Substance Painter at one point if you're working on in a studio or any. I think every studio I know, they, even me, I worked in some studios, they require the Substance Painter. Even if you know, they need a Substance Painter file. So I don't want to waste time in doing a whole video about an add-on that still not many people using, even though it's a good add-on, but we can live without. And it's a very good add-on actually. I will make a video separately about this add-on maybe at a later time, but for now we have to use what is being used in everywhere, and that is Substance Painter. Okay, to start in Substance Painter you have to do a few things. First of all, the file naming. I mean, Substance Painter, even if you whatever you name the files here, it doesn't do anything, because what most important in Substance Painter is the material name. You have to name your material properly. So for example, I have named already the material according to what I need, and also I renamed the object in my scene according to that material. For example, any object that starts with garment, it has garment material on it, items, that is the key and the padlock. It has items material on it. We have to get rid of any other. For example, this one, we will remove it. In garments, there is this one, I will remove it. Then we have this olive tree. That is the tree that the character. I just give it a temporary name, olive tree. I don't have it for it, so I will not name it. I'll just name it olive tree because we use olives. We use an olive tree for our reference to make this character. That's why we are going to name it olive tree. So olive tree have so many parts. In reality, when we are shifting to substance painter, they will all go as one part, which is olive tree. The substance painter takes the name of the materials. Okay, but that's not all. We have to separate. We have to have two files, three transfer files. Okay, one file will be the high poly. So the high poly, we need to apply the high poly. That is for baking. So we will apply. First of all, we don't need the solidifier for now. So we have solidify here and also here, so we don't need it right now. So we will apply all the multi-rays modifiers to have the high poly. After that, we will remove the multi-rays modifier, and we will have only the low poly parts. And also we will have to separate the objects. For example, this one by itself, something like that. That is another file. So 3 files: high poly, low poly, and low poly separated. Okay, so let's not delay, let's start doing. The first is, let's go with the garments. Let's first apply all the high poly. So we will let's copy this whole collection, duplicate. Okay, let's call it high poly. Okay, and just remove the solidify. Let's apply everything. Let's apply all the multi-rays modified. Anything with multi-rays modifier, apply. Okay, so we have, let's give it a name. Let's rename them all by do something. We'll go to batch, rename, and find this one, which is the end of this naming, and just replace it with high underscore high. Okay, so see, that's better. Okay, now this is the high poly. Again, we will duplicate Don't touch the base better, because maybe we need to get that here. So let's say low only, and we will do the other way. We will just remove. Before we remove, we have to check something. I want to check something. Wait, first of all, let's hide all of this, and because we need to have a good cage, so the cage will be used based on why is there two scum. Oh, okay. Did something wrong. Okay, we need to hide this one. We'll work on it. So we will apply the base. Okay. Then we will remove the same here. Apply the base. Remove the materials. Anything here? No. Apply the base. Remove the multi-rays. Apply the base. Remove the multi-rays. It will be the same way. Okay, so we have all this low poly. Okay, we will rename it. We will rename it to the same way, but we just change the high to low. Say okay. Okay, so we have the low poly. Okay, let's duplicate this low poly stuff, hide the original, and let's call separate. That's it. Okay, so now what we will do, we will separate parts of the model. For example, the scarf goes here, the garment goes here, the brush, one brush label is here, one brush label is here. This one is for baking, to make our baking process easier. So there is no big deal about this. These are the ones that we are going to transfer first. That's fine. Okay, I added this one also. I don't know what is it, but I will add it to see how it looks. Okay. So these are the parts of the model transfers. Let's take a look if there is anything wrong with the low poly before we shift it to Success Painter. There is one issue I found is here. Yeah, this one issue. I think it will be also in the low poly. So let's fix it here and then we will just. No, no, that's not how you approach this one. We will delete this guy, delete this guy, also delete it here. We go to the base, we will copy this. No, before you copy it, you go and fix it here. No, it's okay. I can copy it here. Okay. I'll copy this one. I'll put it in low poly. Okay. I'll hide this. Okay. Now here, if you go, if you apply the base, you'll find that problem here. So we have to fix it here. Okay. Let's just push the places that have problems. Okay. And when you return back to C, it's okay, fine. There's no problem. Add a base. It's fine. Let's see this one. Okay, just a few tweaks to have it look perfect. Apply base again. Oh, it's fine. Should be no red showing, which is because that will make problem later in. Okay, now we will remove this. Okay, I will copy one. I will put it in. Okay. So for this, we'll put. No. Okay. And okay, I go for that. This is fine. Let me push this one a little bit away from. Push this one. That's it. Okay, let's rename these. Edit, that's rename. Okay. Okay. So we have all what's important. Don't need the solidify for now. Let me check the base again. Okay. Okay. Can return the solidify here. No issues. Okay. This one will come when we finish all the Substance Painter work. We will come, but right now uh, let's export our object. Let's take a look first before we go. I want to take a look at. I don't want it solidify here. Can remove this one, so it will not make us an issue. Okay. I want to take a look at everything before I go. Okay, looks okay. There's no problems. Okay, the first thing we need to export is of course, this guy. One more thing we need to see. Okay, this is garment items. We need to remove any other material that we don't need it to be transferred. So we don't need any other, only one material should be, see this one is, we don't need this. Okay, this one is ready, so go to file, export. We'll export an FBX. Okay, let's call, because we don't have any name for it yet, let's name it olive tree. No, let's make olive underscore tree underscore low. Okay. Select it. That's it. So export. Okay. Now we go for the other parts. Okay. They're all separated and nicely, so we have to go file. Oh, again we have to go through. We'll make sure that there is no. This one we don't need. We don't need. Okay. Now we will select all. File. Export. FBX. Where is that? Olive tree. Separate. Okay. Select it. Export. The next one is the high poly. High poly is, we need to separate it the same way, but we have to separate it the same way. Okay, so let's start with copy all to select it, copy all to select it, copy all selected, copy all selected, copy all, oh here, copy all to select it, we did that. You can hide the and select all, export FBX, olive tree, high. This will take time because it's high. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, something I do. You don't need to do it, but I do it. Is I will import. I will import just to see how it looks. Any one of them. To see if it looks okay or not. It takes time to. I start with the high because yeah, it looks okay. They are okay. 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 Let's go back to the base. Save. We need to close Blender for now, unless we need to fix something back. But because it's heavy, so we don't want to. So now what we'll do, we need to start a new. We will select our separated. File, this one. Okay. Document resolution. Let's make it up to 2. We don't want big one. Okay. Open GL. Then there is not much things we need to do here. Then we say okay. We will get something like that. You see here there is a problem here. We did not fix before. So let's check before we go back to Blender. Let's check everything else. See this here. There is one thing I forgot to talk about. Okay. We have to go back to Blender. Let's minimize this. There is something I forgot. Oh. It's fine. It happens. We can fix it easily. You can see that last time what we did, we UV unwrap into separate objects. So this one needs its own material. Okay, together with this. Okay, this one needs its own material. Okay, which is garments. That's it. But there is a problem with the UVs. Let's delete this one. Okay, so this one, its own material, which is garments. Okay, this one is fine, hide it. But here we have the arms, then we have the lower branches, and we have the body, then we have the upper branches, which is 2 pieces of material. Okay. They are all separate UVs, so we have to give them separate material. Okay, so let's give them different names. Olive tree arms. Okay. Arms. Okay. Wait. Before we do that, let's do this. Okay. Then we will name arms. Alright. So all of these will be arms. Okay. Then here olive tree, body. Okay. Then this one, upper branches. Okay. No next spaces. Make it. Okay. So this one also upper branches. So these are what you give here. Here we need to give it a different name. Lower branches. Okay. Okay, now we have items are all together. Okay, that's fine. That's it. Now all we need to do is just change each and every garments. Okay, this is fine. Okay, items, olive tree, body. Here, you just go here, lower branches, upper branches, upper branches, arms, okay. No big deal. We will just export again. FBX. This was load loading. There is no select it. No spots. Okay. Then we go for this one. Same thing. Garments. We have to something we did not do in the here. We need to do this. Okay. Again, we'll transfer this one. Export FBX. Export. Okay, now let's go for back to this one. Arms, body, garments, upper branches. Items, arms, Okay, then we will just export as well. This is very important part. Okay. Now we go for the highway. There's no issues. Don't need to do anything. It's as it is. Okay. Now we go back to first. Let's close this one so we don't have. Save it. Close it. Okay. We need to project configuration and change the file. That's it. Then we are not going to use it. Okay. So now we have everything separated nicely, perfectly. Okay. 248. 248. Even though this one is last one. Now we will go for baking. Okay, here we have to use high poly. The high poly is here. Okay. Let's go check first before we need to look for any red. This is too much. Let's see. First we need to reduce dilation to 3. We go for 0.9 because we need more. We don't need this kind of error here, so we have to adjust. We still have this problem. First, let's take a look around. Is there any? I think the rest is fine, but just the problem is. There is a new way of baking that will help us. Okay. Before we go, let's check the normal is fine. ID is fine. You know what? It's good to have it. I did not make what is same mesh name, curvature, what do you say, position, thickness, what do you say, you don't need the height and these things. Let's go for the common again. So, thinking of this auto cage, let's try it. Let's try the auto cage. Let's see how the result will be. And if it's not good, we'll go for I don't know, this part looks weird. Let's see how it comes, then we will decide. Let's pick. this is an experiment of the new substance paint, so I want to check it. If the result came fine, then there is a problem, then we have to go back and bake it again. So very excited to see. We're almost there. Okay, we're done. Let's see how it came. Okay. This is the problem, not from this one. It's not from the baking. The baking was fine, but the problem is in the mesh, because I applied the base. I applied the multi-res modifier in Blender on the base, and that's why it looks this kind of weird. But once we go back to Blender, this will all be solved. I just want to right now to have a good normal map overall. Let's check from the ground. Let's check here. This is fine because of these areas. These areas are the areas that are, let me see, yeah, here. You can see from outside looks fine, but some areas here might have an issue. Oh, how are you, Hazrat? How are you? Welcome back. We are texturing our character right now. I don't like the scarf in this place. I don't like this part. This looks messy here. Here also, this is the armpit, I think. There is fine. Let's see the items. There is not much here. It's all fine. It's all fine here. Let's see. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. That's why I'm streaming, because in YouTube, you can watch it some other time. It's fine. I'm here. I'm doing the stream to answer questions if anyone wants to ask questions. But I can. You can find everything in my channel, and maybe later I will make some editing if I have some time with the proper commentary. But still, I'm open for any questions at any time. Yeah. Yes. You can rewatch it anytime, whenever you're free. There's no issue. I'm just doing streaming for people with questions, because question, it's better to answer it immediately than to wait for. I think we need to, let's check the other method of baking. Let's check the other method of baking. We will go for distance based. Let's go for distance based, and I know there will be an issue here, so let's just a little bit increase the distance. A little bit more like that. Just cover the most. We have a problem here. Let's see. I think more problems will be coming from this side. I think again. Let's see what's the difference. Yeah, there will be some issues. Okay. Maybe we need to separate the scarf into two pieces. Yeah, we can do that. I think that's the best solution. I'll go back to Blender. Yeah, we will go back to Blender. Let's first see what's the end result. This baking is the most important part. After that, material applying in Substance Painter is very simple. That's why we went for Substance. It looks better than the, but still we have this problem. That means we need to separate this part of the scarf. Yeah. Yeah, we lost lots of details in this part. We lost lots of details. I don't think this works. Let's go back to Blender. We go back to Blender and work on the low poly and the high poly a little bit more. So the issues we have is how this, it looks bad from this side. And also we lost lots of details. The previous one was better, but yeah, the previous bake is better, but we have to this one is very good, but there's a problem. There's a problem with it. if there is a way we can smooth out. Is there a way? Okay, let's give it a bake again, and then we go back to just to see one more time. Then we go back to blender. We will go back to blender. We have to fix it in blender. That scarf, I will separate it to 2 pieces. Okay, so it will so I can bake the part underneath, because this way it will not look nice. This part, see, it doesn't look nice at all. So we will separate many pieces. One, maybe one. This one is 2. It's 3. Maybe 3 pieces. This, see, doesn't look nice at all. From the outside looks good, except this area. See this one, some of the details they were not showing in the previous bake. Now it's showing nicely. So we have to fix the mesh, the low poly mesh. Yeah. Oh, guys, give me a 5 minutes break. I will go. I have something to do, very important to do. Just 5 minutes. I'll come back. Okay. So hold on. Okay, we'll be back. Thank you, Zizu. Thank you for giving me this excuse. Okay, we'll be back. guys. We are back. We are back. We are back. Okay. Let's remove. Stay tuned. Okay. Where were we? Yes. There's lots of problems. We need to solve them. First, I need to solve the mesh issues. Then, okay. Yes, yes, yes. Let's do it. Yes, it's. We are back. So for that, we need to go back to Blender. It's a very quick fix. No issues. Don't be. Oh no, this one. This one. It's a quick fix. Not on this. We will go for here. You see, this is our issues here. Then we have the most important is this part of the mesh. So you have to separate this piece and this, so we will have a good baking. Okay, first we go for the easy one. The easy ones, we will use the sculpting, and we will use smooth, reduce the strength, and just go crazy. Okay, just go crazy here. Okay, wherever this is looking jagged like this, just go crazy. Okay. Then we have in this guy also there is some problems. Let's go. Okay. Just smooth out. Not now, because I cannot use the subdivision now, because I need to bake it on a low poly. Subdivision later. Not now. Most important is to have a good low poly look. Then we will go for subdivision. Subdivision is this one, basically. Let's say like you can use it for game, something like that. Subdivision is mainly if you have a very solid low poly. I think every 3D artist they need to know the music is loud. I can lower the music. Sorry. How about this much? Now it's better, right? Let me hear. Yeah, it's okay. Okay. Every 3D artists. I was saying every 3D artists need to know the basics of it. I know lots of my friends, some 3D artists, they go for high poly everything. They just they just go for super high poly. I know high poly modeling uh, might work in some cases, but as a 3D artist, you need to have knowledge. I think this is the one knowledge that every 3D artist need to know: the low poly modeling. There is no way. I think this is the most important thing you need to learn: how to model what how to model your project with the lowest poly possible. The subdivision modifiers and high poly uh, modifiers can be applied, but if your model is already high poly, this can be felt in animation. See, the subdivision modifier, you can disable it on the viewport and enable it on animation. But if your model is already high poly, this will create an issue in animation because you will have a very heavy scene to handle. So low poly is if you check any animation studio, their Pixar and stuff like that, if you notice that the poly that they are working with is very high, very low, and they apply subdivision. Actually, they are the one who I think come up with this subdivision modifier idea. I think it's coming from Pixar. I think Pixar. Yeah, I think they are the one who came up with this. But you see the mesh. You just check any Pixar movie or anything. You check the mesh of their characters and stuff. It's very low. But once they make the animation, it looks smooth because they have their own subdivision, similar something like subdivision and modifier. They have like that. I'm not sure if this my information is correct, but I think this subdivision idea is from Pixar. I think they are the first one who came up with this technology. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, you have your model need to look nice before you apply the subdivision. Yes, that's very important actually. What what is this? Is this this is this is this part is strange. Okay. Anyway, now let's go for. Let me see. I want to make sure that my information is correct. Uh, Chart to theory. No, it's not. Yeah. Pixar graphics. They are not the one who created that, but they created open subdiv, I think. Yeah, they created open subdiv, but subdivision model is not their idea, I think, right? Yeah, they have a they created some kind of technology that has something to do with. Okay, I will show you what is the benefit of subdivision modifier right now. Okay, you see, I will show you now what is the. Okay, let's say I have this. You see this scarf. Okay, this scarf is um, this is the high poly of the scarf. Okay, I don't need this high poly. I will go back to base. I will take the scarf. I will duplicate. Okay, and yes, let's put it together with high poly. Okay, okay, okay. I have the high poly with the subdivision or multi-rays. Okay, so you can see. Okay, now if I have a high poly already, okay, like the one before, it's very difficult to select. This is exactly what the animation also. For example, I need to add a loop here, or I want to delete some part of the model. If I have already high poly, it will be very difficult, and also it will be heavy on your system, and it's very difficult to select what you need. But if you have already the subdivision, and without the subdivision you have the low poly already, this will make your job a lot easier. So see, I can easily select. This is exactly what you need in animation. Is why the low poly for animation is so it will be easy to select for in case you want to skin your character, or you want to add some loops. That's why these days you see now the AI generation. You see the AI generated 3D models. They always try to tell you, okay, the AI is going to take over. I the AI still it's improving, but it's a long way, because you have to have good topology, and you have to have good UV map. Until they resolve these two, the AI generation is just for maybe 3D printing, maybe not even that much sure, but maximum it will go for 3D printing. Like you want to print a toy for your kids, but not even for like technical 3D printing. Like for example, I cannot generate an a tool and then I can print it and use it directly. No, still you need to have clean topology, and also you need to have I'm trying to see how I can approach this. Maybe I can cut it in half. Let's see if I cut it in half. You need to have a good topology, even if you want to, for technical. But I think the AI 3D technology is improving by the day. But they have to solve this issue. If they do not solve this issue, AI 3D generated models are going to have a problem. You cannot use them in any kind. I don't think other than like printing a toy for your kids or something. I don't think you can use them in anything. Even animation is difficult because the polygons are not properly distributed. Like for I don't think you can use it for animation. Like I'm following the I don't know if I'm not aware of, but I'm following the AI 3D technology that is being presented these days. And I think still there's a long way. There's a long way. What if I separate this into two objects? Okay. Let's see. This. Wait. Hold on. Okay. Now there's someone in the door. I have to open the door. We close the AC. Okay. Oh, thank you very much. Not that good. Acceptable. Still, lots of things need to. Okay. Where were we? I separated these two, but I still have the problem of this. So I need to separate this part. So what I'm saying is, low poly techniques are very important. You have to. Most of the people who don't care that much about low poly are, you can say, architectural, or for example, product modelers. For example, I want to model a product for a commercial or something. They don't care. These are 3D artists. They don't care about uh, low poly or poly count. Just for example, you're modeling a bottle or a perfume. I've seen that they tend to not care about poly count. Architectural, also they want to model a building or something. And because it takes time, they have deadlines and stuff. It takes time. I think we are okay now, but I still have some doubt about it. We might need to. I don't think it will work. Separating this, it will not work. Maybe we need to. Okay, I will do something differently. I will select what I want to. I want to separate. Okay. Maybe I go to assign, then it's not this solidify thing. Maybe I will go back and okay. Where is that? One issue. Problem area is here. Okay. This is the problem area. Okay. Okay, what I did, I made some groups because I need to apply the multi-res, and then we will go to edit and select to separate. Okay, now we have 3 separate parts. We can separate them in this way. Okay, will make it easy for us to bake, but of course there must be some issue we need to face, which is here. This one is not acceptable. We need this to be above. Okay, so we will go through again. Okay, this is not also the solution, but we are getting there. There's other ways. We have to get this right. This only means one thing. Let's delete all of this. Don't need all of this. Okay, we have to go back to the drawing board. Okay, by going back to the drawing board means I have to fix the actual sculpt. The sculpt should not go through. That's what I was avoiding, but I need to do it now. There's no escape. Okay. Just pushing them away from each other. Just like that. I don't want anything to be going through anything. Okay. We use this and we brush front faces. Okay. Almost every time you go to, you have to find that there is an issue with your model somewhere. You have to go through and fix before taking it to the texture artist. Small problem in this one, especially if you can fix it